Hi everyone, my name's Dean, also known as Stephen Dean on Facebook. This evening I have with me Mervanwe. She is one of the team we have in the tradesman group. Um, so it was either last week or the week before I posted in the tradesman group uh, quite a long paragraph regarding what is holding people back from joining our team. Like, because now is a great opportunity, the group's growing and growing. And then someone commented in there about a lot of people being scammed, which at the time I
Mm.
didn't really think about because like I was kind of caught up in the moment with like how well the team's doing. I was like really excited, like everyone's benefiting from it. Um, so when so I actually had a phone call with Mervanwe on Sunday over WhatsApp because she's currently over in South Africa, and I was assisting her with a few things on the academy. And then we just kind of started just talking about previous stuff that's happened. And she told me her story. And I kind of put her on the spot after the call and was like, Mavanwi, like, you're obviously the story she's about to tell is absolutely horrific. Like, and I wish this upon no one. But I was like, it is like to see the process to what happened to where she is now is incredible. To put that kind of trust in people again. So I was like, would you jump on a Zoom recording with me so we can post it in the group just to show that we are actually wanting to benefit people as you're now currently a member of our team and have been since, how long have you been with us now?
I think March, do you?
Since March. So what I'm going
Mm.
to do is I'm going to hand over to Mavanwe. I'm going to throw a couple of questions at her as well, just so if whoever watches this video, it might answer it a bit more. So I'm going to hand it over to Mervanwe now and let her kind of give her story of what happened previously to what's going on now.
Okay. In around, we got excited about Bitcoin, and we had got into a whole lot of hype Bitcoin scams and whatever, but we knew they were scams, and we kept losing our money. I mean, my first Bitcoin cost me $235, and I think today it's just over 17. I think $17,300.
Yeah.
So, to lose 235 was no big deal. Um, but anyway, so in that whole line of playing and getting to know what Bitcoin was and whatever, we met up with this chap.
Mhm.
And he said to us, you poor people keep getting ripped off and scammed by people. I'm going to create a product to help you, which he did. He created a product, and then he put a little bit of a marketing spin on and said, listen, if you want to get investors into this, and the deal was you could give your Bitcoin. It's almost like staking is now, but you could give Bitcoin in, and he would give up to 3% a month on the value of your Bitcoin, and he would give it to you in Bitcoin. And he was supposedly putting the Bitcoin on lending platforms. So I kind of think that's kind of where staking has come in at the moment.
So you would
Anyway,
give him your Bitcoin. You would transfer your Bitcoin
correct.
to him. Okay.
Correct. And he would take it, load it, supposedly lend it out to people that he had supposedly vetted, and they would pay back over a period of time, and we would get a percentage interest. And then for every investor that we introduced, we would also get 10%. So it was a great thing. I learned huge amount, huge. And in all of that, I ended up with around, I don't know, towards the end of the thing, I think I must have had around 660, 670 Bitcoin in my group of clients. The next thing I knew, and that was just one of the reps. There's another guy had similar amounts. So let's say it's 1,500 Bitcoins, and this guy did a duck. So he took our Bitcoins. We were dumb enough to give them to him, and he took us for a ride big time. Me personally, I think I lost in Bitcoin about 17, 18 Bitcoin. I lost at that time, and you must know at that time, I think it was running around $19,000 a Bitcoin. It was a serious amount of money.
So
Serious amount.
I just want people to like take a real think right now. Like that's $19,000 a Bitcoin. Obviously, Bitcoin did go down and it's heading back up, but $19,000 a Bitcoin times that by 17, that is life-changing money for anyone. Absolutely.
Exactly. I'm just putting it in my calculator here. Just hang on a sec. So if we say it was 18 Bitcoin, in today's terms, it's $316,000 the man took me for. And that's without the Ethereum that I gave over, because he said he had opened it up into Ethereum as well. Anyway, he did a duck. And I was left facing my clients and having to explain to them that their money had gone. My money had gone, their money had gone. There's obviously legal stuff going on. Wish we could find the guy. I think there's warrants of arrest all over the world for him because it was worldwide. So that meant that he took my entire wealth, because I put every bit of money I had, I put into the system because it was good money. And I trusted the guy. I met him. I mean, he flew me over to the UK. He came to see me when I went to Amsterdam to go and see the tulips. Everything just seemed so fine. And one of the things that people need to understand is that whatever is presented to them, this is where I'm coming from, is that whatever is presented to them, that they really need to look into and do some due diligence. I can't just give over the control of my finance to somebody else. That was stupid. And so yeah, that's the story. It's taken a long time because I can't get back into employment. I come from a financial background. Don't want to do that anymore. Having to face my clients just about destroyed me. It just about destroyed, I mean, a couple of my clients. One client even threatened suicide. So it was hectic, and that kind of takes the wind out of anybody's sail.
Yeah, massively.
But I'm here today in 2020 in this wonderful lockdown.
Yeah.
But with hope again, and hope because of what I found with what you guys have presented and what I found to be real. And this time it's in my control. Nobody
100%.
has control of my money. I have. And part of my life motto, mission statement, whatever you want to call it, is that I want to have the tools to be able to help, give, train, whatever, is for people to become self-sufficient. That will give them peace and security.
Yeah.
And having had this experience in my own life, I kind of need to, perfect that now.
Yeah, definitely. Like for you to be in that situation and then to actually put your trust in more people, obviously, even though you're not giving your money to anyone, you're still putting your trust into individuals to help you learn a skill, which must have been scary itself.
It was, because obviously I had some Bitcoin left. I think I had about 5 or 6 Bitcoin left that I'd held for day-to-day living, my rent, budget and whatever. And I was set for a couple of years. And in that time, once I knew that this company had done a duck, I then started paying large amounts of money to learn how to trade, because I had this desire. If actually, from the first job I ever had, I worked at Barclays Bank.
Okay,
and,
so one of the biggest trading companies in the world. in the top
Yeah,
five.
that was many years ago in Rhodesia. And the accountant at that time said, listen, give it a miss. You don't have what it takes. So, people say stupid things and you kind of take it on, but I always had this desire and this yearning to learn to trade. So I started throwing money at it. And trying to find the right mentors and whatever. And through all this trauma, one of the people that I'd met in the group that I actually first started with Sean was in the Ninja group, I think they were called.
Yeah, so the
Ninja group.
team we came away from was a bigger team
Yes.
called the Ninja team.
Yes. Yeah.
We decided to come away from them because we started doing HFX, and people who were
Yeah.
doing Forex focused
Different
more on
focus.
Pitchfork. Yeah.
Correct. So the guy that had got me in, I had met him with this guy that defrauded me. And I had seen a couple of his posts, and he was saying, well, come into our trial group and come and have a look-see, which I did. And one of the nice things that is carried on from there is that when I signed up, he didn't take me for himself. He I was given a link of somebody in his team that he was trying to help.
It's actually my link.
Just so happened to be.
Yeah, it was my link.
There you go. Yeah. And so that has been the journey. Yeah. But one of the things about the team, which has been fantastic, and you were talking about trusting people again.
Yeah.
I didn't go in trusting, but there was no way as I was going to give my money away, which was fine. And then I started interacting with what was going on, and the leadership, the generosity, because obviously I'd run out of money. Where I'd moved to Thailand from South Africa. My husband's actually still there. I'm stuck here 7 or 8 months later in this wonderful lockdown and this pandemic. Does life get any better than this? So,
apparently so.
So, yeah, got good things to look forward to. I remember at the beginning of 2020, we were saying, 2020, perfect vision. If only we knew. Yes.
Oh, tell me about it.
So, yeah. So I then left Thailand to come here to renew my passport. And unfortunately, my husband works in as a recovery coach in a rehab. And Thailand is an exotic rehab for Westerners. And with the borders closed, there's no addicts coming in, And so he lost his job. And I ran out of money and I couldn't pay the subscription. But I wasn't turfed out. I wasn't thrown to the curb. You guys just kept on helping me out one way or the other. And it has been absolutely freaking awesome. Awesome. It kind of has restored my faith in humanity.
Oh, that's actually really nice. I was not expecting that. That's a really nice comment.
But it's the truth, Dean.
Oh, thank you.
It's the truth.
I'm glad we've been able to help you. Obviously, we try and help everyone as much as possible.
And I've seen that, there's a business side to the group if people want to do it. It's not, you never asked me, you never forced me, you just said, listen, if you would like to, there you get to, you don't have to pay your subscription. And when I got to the stage where I realized I needed to come back into the group, I actually borrowed the money. I borrowed the money to come back into the group. I borrowed the money to just get started with trading again and whatever. And I haven't looked back. It has been quite phenomenal. I'm not earning enough to pay back everything that I borrowed. But the reality is, of course I will. I'm making progress day by day. And that's awesome.
I've seen your results over the last couple of days. I was like, Jesus.
Yeah. I wish I was bold enough to put in the full size, like 3% or even 1%, but I'm not there yet. But it's okay.
Yeah, like
I've grown my
at least
account.
you're being cautious. Like there are
Yeah.
plenty of people out there that will over leverage and they'll lose
Yes.
that trade and then
Correct.
they'll trade more to try and get it back. Where yourself,
Yeah.
like you know you're at a stage where you're still learning the strategy, the indicators and everything. So you're not
Mm.
risking that like to the point where you're over leveraging,
Correct.
which is awesome. Like I say that to everyone within the group. Don't over leverage, don't over
Yeah.
trade, because it'll
Yeah.
just end in revenge trading if you lose. And that's how
Excuse my
people blow their
cat.
accounts.
Yeah. She's got food, so I don't know what her problem is.
She's like, spend some time with me.
She's not a cuddly cat.
Oh, is she not? Oh,
But you're right. When I first started trading, I was absolutely clueless, and it was the whole thing of stop losses and pips and uh, reading the charts and finding direction and trying to figure out what's what. So there was a huge learning curve, and I must have lost already $30,000 in this whole thing. So when it came to seeing what Paul was showing,
mhm.
what the Ninja Group was showing, all of a sudden the lights came on. And now it's even more sort of focused and laser focused, actually, in the HFX side, because it is so, and it suits my personality. So, so now if I do a 3-minute trade, I'm thinking, oh God, how long? It's 3 minutes.
Yeah, you're like watching it, like shaking the computer, going, hurry up.
Yeah. Even on the 1 minute, I'm saying, okay, 20, 19, 18. So, but it's one of the ways that I can describe how I feel about the way that you guys trade and that you're teaching me to trade is when I first went to Thailand from
Mm.
South Africa, it was almost as if I could exhale and I just felt absolute peace.
Oh,
It was relaxing. One of the people that work with my husband said when she landed in Bangkok and started walking in the street, she burst into tears because it was just so peaceful in
mm.
Bangkok. Anyway, there you go. So we live up in the north. And when we started trading, the original Ninja Group and the Ninja stuff, and that was BYOB, it was
Hmm.
okay, but it was still stressful, okay? And I kept losing money one way or the other, undisciplined, various things. Now with the HFX, it's almost for me as peaceful as it was when I landed in Thailand. That's how I feel. It's just freaking awesome.
Good. That is awesome. Yeah. So, like for me personally, when I went from Forex to HFX, like it was really strange because like in some Forex trades, you can be in it for days
Yeah,
and
right.
you don't really think about it. And then
Mm.
obviously, as you were saying with HFX, you're in it for 3 minutes, and you're like, Jesus, how long is 3 minutes?
Yeah.
but when that result comes in, like it's such a relief. Like
Yeah,
it is awesome knowing you can be in a
great.
trade between 1 and 3 minutes to get your percentages for the day, and you're
Correct.
done. Like you
Yeah,
haven't got to wait days to hit a target or anything like that. You can literally just focus at an hour, 2 hours, however long you need to throughout the
yeah,
day to hit your target. Uh,
yeah.
quick question regarding your previous story. How did you come into contact with that individual?
It was through a friend of mine, and she was great into network marketing.
Hmm.
And she was trying to find a way to make money online.
Right. Okay.
And Paul and all of them were in a group, and this individual was in that group. And that's how we got to meet him.
But everyone literally suffered,
Correct.
which is absolutely horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you literally like when you told me that story Sunday, like I was literally speechless. I just didn't know what to say. because
I
not
think
just
if you
the money, but the mental
correct.
impact that can have on an individual as well. Like I worked in mental health for 6 years. So like mentally, I know how much money can affect people. To then hear your story and obviously everyone else that was involved with that,
Mm.
like as you said, like someone was at the point of like having suicidal thoughts. So
Well, her
it's
husband
horrific.
caught her in the act of trying to do herself in. Um, Luckily, nobody saw me straight after that. I was in a serious mess mentally. Um, I don't have the words to describe the anguish, the despair, the hopelessness, the sadness, the feeling responsible, because I was the person that introduced them to this system, and I so believed in it, and then I was thinking, how stupid could I be,
Mhm.
that I could believe this person? Surely I should have known better. But I
Mhm.
didn't. I didn't. It was not a very nice period in my life. Let me put it that way.
I can
I
imagine.
went through the war in Rhodesia, and I put it on similar stress, similar sort of. So you go into survival mode. Yeah,
Mm. Yeah.
yeah.
Uh, it is literally amazing to see you how you are now, though. Like how positive you are, like in the chat group, everything. Like you are such a positive person. Like whenever I've spoke to you, you've never had anything negative to say, which is very powerful considering what you've been through. So for that alone, like Mervanwe, fair play to you. Like for
Thank
you to
you.
overcome that is just astonishing. And like not just on behalf of myself, but on behalf of our team, like we want to say thank you for trusting in us to help you. Like it is an absolute amazing feeling knowing that we're helping you, and we hope we can help you for however long, and you continue your journey with us. Like we want everyone to benefit from this. So
Thanks.
having you involved means so much to us, and however we can help anyone, yourself, anyone in the team, like just talk to us. We'll do our best.
And that has been my experience, is that, as I say, you guys didn't kick me to the curb when you could have, and you should have, because it's the rules, but you
Rules are made to be
disregarded
broken.
your,
We'll keep that.
which is what you. Otherwise, you'll get sob stories. But but the reality is that you guys did help me. You did show me that there is some kindness in the human race, and that you know what, it isn't bullshit. It's genuine. It's genuine helpfulness. Where I know that you want me to succeed for no other reason than it's good to see others succeed.
Oh,
So it's
massively.
easy. Yeah, and so it's easy to stay positive with things like that. I've had to work extremely hard on the mental side, and trading is, they say, about 90% or 92% is a mental state of mind.
Strategy.
So yeah, hey,
And the rest is
yeah,
strategy.
yes, no, money management
Money
first, and then
management.
strategy. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Money
Yeah,
management.
I've lost so much through bad money management. Like you were talking about over leveraging.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the past I've done that.
E-
But you guys
Everyone
have a
has.
very, yeah. What's nice about the group is that you have a very clear way of what is not what is expected, but here's a path for you to follow should you choose to take up
Yeah.
this mission.
Yeah.
Do this, do this, do this, and you'll get there. And what's also nice is that there are different I don't know whether you would call them teachers, like we've got Sean and we've got Les and we've got Kaya, people who take the time to do live trades with us. And each one has their own little
Unique
quirk or a
technique.
little, there you go, those are the words, a real uniqueness. And, you know, everybody is catered for, you know. And so I love that. I absolutely love it.
Awesome. So I just want to say a massive thank you to Mervanwe for sharing her story. She didn't have to. It was something I just completely asked her out of the blue once she told me on Sunday. Like, she could have said, Dean, do one. I don't want to share it. Like, it's personal. But I'm really appreciating that she has shared it. So I'm hoping for everyone who watches this can see not just that we're genuine people, but we do genuinely want to help other people.
Yeah.
This isn't, like we say in every video, this, like, trading is not a get rich quick. This is something you
No.
need to put time into, education wise, strategy wise, everything. You need to put time into it. Like, don't expect in a month or two to be making millions. It's not going to happen.
No.
But if anyone has any questions, please don't hesitate to ask myself or anyone else in the team. Just put a post in the group or message us individually. That's fine. Someone will always respond. So I just want to say a massive thank you again to Mervanwe for sharing her story. Absolute
It's my
trooper that
pleasure.
she is, because if I lost, I don't even want to imagine. So thank you very much, Mervanwe. I really
You're very
appreciate it.
welcome, Dean. You're very welcome.